All right. So in the last session, you guys had finished dispatching all of the goblins in the Cragmaw Castle, and you were able to defeat King Groll and his pet wolf, as well as a doppelganger is the word I'm looking for, as well as a doppelganger that took the form of a drow. And you had finished all that. Unfortunately, in the process, Gundren Rockseeker perished at the hands of King Groll, and so the party had brought his body back to Phandalin along with Sildar, and had made arrangements with Sister Rirali to keep the body preserved until you were able to locate the rest of the Rockseeker brothers, and then take Gundren's body back to his home for it to be properly taken care of within their whatever their culture is. So while you set out to do that, the only lead that you were aware of was up at the tree, good lord, Thunder Tree, up near Neverwinter, and so that was where you guys were headed when last we, in the last adventure. You were about halfway there, I believe. Let's switch you over to the map. Alright, so you were maybe a third of the way there, and along the high road. You had all stopped for the evening, and you had taken a rest. And as you wake up, so Rirali is not here. So as you wake up in the morning and gather your things,
is she not going to be here?
I don't know. I haven't been able to get in touch with her.
Just like a damn pirate.
She is with you, though, as is Archon. So, as you awake in the morning, what would you guys like to do?
Breakfast.
Alright. So you sit down and grab some breakfast.
You said we had a lead. What lead was that again?
It was just the, I believe it was from Myrna Dendra, I believe. It said that there was something of hers of value at Thunder Tree. I don't recall what else. I believe it was Ahlen who suggested that we go there. So I'm not sure if Ahlen, you had a lead or...
Sorry, I wasn't quite paying attention. Why we're going to Thunder Tree?
Yep.
Oh yeah, because didn't we saved some people who were in the jail that in Glassstaff's place, and they said there was this Thunder Tree town and some magical item or relic or something was hidden in there.
She said it was her heirloom.
Oh yeah, yeah, like a family
like
heirloom.
she owned. Yeah.
She gave the impression it was valuable. Plus, it's always good to kill undead. And it was the only thing we had to do, since I think Archon has the clue that we need to get to Wave Echo Cave, but he hasn't told us about it.
So as you're kind of gathering for breakfast, you noticed that Archon is not there.
Why am I not surprised?
I call out, Archon, are you there?
And you don't hear anything.
Damn, that blasted demon guy.
Is his stuff gone as well?
Everything of his is gone.
So this is when we woke up in the morning. He was there. He was just gone already.
Yep.
All right.
He would have left during his watch. So I guess, was he third watch?
Well, that's not cool. Yeah. He left us without a watch.
He did leave the imp behind. So you do, whoever, let's see, what was the watch order? My notes.
I would have been first.
Why do I not have my notes? Ah, yes, Ahlen, Duradin, and then Archon was the last watch. So yeah, so nobody would have noticed that he had left, but when you woke up, so again, Rirali's not here. So Rirali was up before anybody else, and I'll leave it at that.
Well, shit.
Alright, so our 2 tieflings are up to no good.
It's awfully sketchy.
Unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to talk to her, so I haven't been able to work any of this out with her. So
did you say that the imp was still hanging out?
You did not see. You would not have seen the imp. Now that I've sorted out what the watch order was, so you would have not seen the imp. Rirali would have seen the imp.
All right.
But the imp is not there anymore.
And Alan's asking around, does anyone here have any idea where they went?
I've got no idea.
So Rirali says that he had to leave. It was something to do with his deity.
Are we supposed to wait around for him? Is he coming back? Or?
I don't believe he's on an errand for his deity. I don't know if he's coming back. We should just go ahead.
Well, heck.
He did leave me with all of the coins for the party. So whatever we had, he left that with me in a sack, and he also left a map. Looks to be the map of Wave Echo Cave.
A map of or a map to Wave Echo Cave?
Yeah, I think the 2 is more important at this point.
Yes.
Okay. Everything we ever wanted to know about Wave Echo Cave is on this map.
It's a map to Wave Echo Cave.
Oh.
It's not a map of.
All right. So where is it?
It's
Can we
right
plop
here.
that on the map?
Kind of shows you.
Oh, is it near Phandalin?
Yeah, I guess I could reveal that. Let's see. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to change my layers. That's what I'm trying to do. There we go.
Oh, we were there all along, so close. All right, well, so now we have 2 destinations instead of 1, and we're halfway between them. Does anybody want to go backtrack to Wave Echo Cave?
I don't know. It depends on. I don't think she made that item out, or well, I wasn't there to hear the conversation. But as far as I can tell, the item that we would be seeking in Thunder Tree is not something that would perhaps be to our obvious advantage when we make our way to Echo Cave and have to most likely fight whatever is residing in there.
But think of the treasure, the valuables. And I'd love to watch Duradin turn some undead again.
Duradin just kind of laughs at that.
But I'm still not opposed to going to Thunder Tree.
I guess I would slightly prefer Thunder Tree, but I could totally talk into going back. What about you, Duradin?
At this point, I'm just gonna go with whatever you guys decide. I'd say that the brothers for me are a priority, but
Yeah, if the brothers are anywhere, they would probably be near Waybickle Cave.
Yeah. Okay, Erod. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go spelunking.
All right. Let's head back.
All right.
All right.
So it'll be another day trip back. So let's see.
Unless anyone has something they want to buy in Neverwinter.
I've got no business in Neverwinter at the moment.
All right.
All right. So
All right.
As you kind of you're halfway into the Phandalin, and you you know what? So you make your way back to Phandalin. Are you going to? So it's evening. What would you like?
Yeah,
to
let's say we rest up one more night at the inn, and then set out for Waybeco.
All right. Okay, so you all set in for the evening. And I don't think anybody... Yeah, there's nothing happened during the day, so you all sit in for the evening. If you get another hit die back, go ahead and grab that. And
So just so I'm clear, is Waybeco Cave the lost mine of Phandelver?
yes.
Okay.
So you would have... I think you would have known that.
Yeah, that was in the lore, wasn't it?
It's in the background, I think. Yeah, so the Phandelver Pact is the mine, and it's in a cavern known as Waybucko Cave. I think you have that handout available to you. If you click on the main handout, it should be linked there.
All right.
All right, so you all you get up in the morning. Again, if you have hit die to regain, go ahead and regain your hit die for the day. What would you guys like to do in the morning after assuming you have breakfast and stuff?
Sildar up for joining us?
Sildar's with you. Yep.
Yeah.
He wants to get to the bottom of the Rockseeker brothers' disappearance.
I say we continue on with that then.
Yeah. Hey, do you guys want to invite what's his name? Don't tell me. Eatermath. The old retired adventurer. Maybe he wants to come along.
The more the merrier, I say.
I'm not going to complain more, company.
Yeah, let's. I don't know. He sounds like he's not really interested in adventuring, but let's go ask him if he's interested, just to be polite.
Okay. So you head up to talk to Darren Eatermath. You rap on his door, and he greets you with a good morning. How can I help you?
I've come bringing adventure to your door, sir. Wondering if you'd like to go explore the mythical lost mines of Phandelver with us. We have this here map, and I shake it in front of him. It's got a big X on it, I presume, pointed at the X.
He chuckles ruefully and says, "Oh no, I'm much too old for that. I'll admit that I have. The offer is tempting to get the adrenaline pumping again, but I don't think I'm in any condition to be of. I would be more of a hindrance than a help.
Oh, you say so, but you look like you're in pretty good shape to me. Does he look like he's in pretty good shape?
It looks like he's ready enough to wrestle a land shark to the ground.
He looks like a guy who's kind of a farmer now, taking
All
care
right.
of his orchard. He's got the strength, but he just doesn't have the reflexes in his age.
Got a bit of a gut now, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. He's made enough money in his adventuring days to live comfortably, I guess. So.
Broad
All right,
shoulders
just
and
thought
broad
we'd make the
belly.
offer. All right, then. Just thought we'd offer. Have a good day, sir.
I appreciate it. Good luck.
We'll need it.
All right. I'm being told that I am quiet. Yeah, am I coming across okay to you guys?
Yeah, I hear you just
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll roll with it anyway. All right. So, what would you guys like to do at this point?
Looks like we're heading east unless someone has business in town.
Nope, I think we are good to go.
Yep.
Let's go find those brothers.
All right. So, all right. So you guys set out from Phandalin. You travel through the hills and into kind of the northwestern edge of the Sword Mountains. On your way up to what you've known as Icespire Peak. It's about halfway between Phandalin and there. It's about 15 miles east of Phandalin, and you travel through some vales, and you ultimately come across the entrance to Wave Echo Cave. So what you gather from what you had heard initially about the background of Phandalin and the Wave Echo Cave is that it's a rich mine. Obviously, it's the mine from the Phandelver Pact, and it was lost about 500 years ago during orc invasions that devastated this part of the north. In the centuries since, countless prospectors and adventurers have searched for the lost mine, but none have succeeded until the Rockseeker brothers had found the entrance about a month ago. Unfortunately, the Rockseekers did not realize that they were being trailed by the spies working for Nesnar, and they had inadvertently, or the Black Spider, and they'd inadvertently led them to the cave. So you are now at the entrance to Wave Echo Cave. Let me switch you over to that map. Actually, before I do, let's make sure everything's set for that map.
Dun dun dun.
Alright, so it's sort of set.
Needs more dramatic sound effects. Maybe a swoosh when the map changes.
Alright, so you guys are seeing blank, right?
Right.
Yes, it's all dark.
Okay, what is your marching order?
I guess Duradin's going to be up front since, I guess up there with Rirali if you're taking her over.
Okay. I would assume Rirali would be in the front.
Yeah, maybe me and Sildar in the middle, or second row.
Okay. I was going to
It's
suggest
dark as
I'll head up the
balls
back
in
then.
here, lad.
So, Mikashi, did you want to be in? Where are you going to be?
Well, I figured I thought I'd stealth up ahead first, but if they want to go in guns blazing, I'll head up behind.
I don't think... So we're in a cave. I think Rirali is going to agree with you that maybe you should stealth ahead. I think you're the stealthy one of the party, right?
Well, we don't have an invisible imp anymore, so...
Yeah, I think that's all Mikashi's the stealth.
Okay. So...
I mean, I can try and stealth, but it's going to sound like cling, clang, cling, clang.
Clangadin? Okay. So Mikashi then, let's say, is in the front. Yeah, that deserved a boo.
I still don't see shit, though.
Duradin. You don't see anything?
I do not.
Oh, really? What did I do?
I see Mikashi.
Oh, wait, you're human, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
You don't see shit.
No,
I
you
wouldn't.
don't.
I mean, I have something to counteract that, but
You
I'm assuming that this is a technical problem, not a narrative thing.
No, because it's well, let me. Okay, give me 1 second here. Let me see what.
Unless it's just pitch black in the cave.
All right, so as you enter into the cave, the mine is cold, and there's dampness in the air, and it's surprisingly drafty, and you feel a noticeable breeze blowing through, kind of blowing into your face out the entrance. The tunnel that you're walking down is about 10 feet high, and you can see the beginnings of some stalactites kind of coming down from the ceilings. They're not really big at this part, but you can see, those of you that can see further down, they do get a little bigger. The walls are made of hewn stone, and the floors are all smooth, natural stone. There is no light that you can detect. So
There is now,
no
because Ahlen is going to cast light
Alright.
on Rirali's sword or shield if she has one.
Okay.
Well, again, that sort of defeats the purpose of stealthing.
Yeah, but if it's between two of us not being able to see anything at all, and
This is true.
I feel like we're super powerful now. I maybe have a false sense of our greatness, but I think we can just kind of stomp into things and destroy them.
We are about to find out just how great we are, I imagine.
Yeah. Let's do it.
So in this case, I hope you
Alright.
are not proven wrong.
Right.
Alan's going to cast mage armor, by the way.
Alright. So you're casting light on Rirali, her sword, right?
Yep.
I will cast light on Mikashi.
I'm casting mage armor as well.
Okay.
Like just all of Mikashi.
Alright, so
I'm all tingly now.
let me set Mikashi. So
Not-
Mikashi would
you're
not be
not.
able to stealth if you do that.
I was just
I'm aware of
joking,
that.
man. I'm not.
Oh, okay. Wasn't sure.
I don't even think that I can do that. Although that would be hilarious. I could fairy fire him,
Let me
but I don't think he'd appreciate that.
light sources. I'm gonna pull out this. I'm gonna shrink it down a bit though.
Rip.
And this is going to give off 40 feet. And all players see it.
Alright, so yeah, here. Ooh, thank goodness. Yeah, so here's the thing. Like, do we really give a hoot about stealthing in here? Or.
I personally don't, but then again, I don't stealth anywhere.
Do you have
This is
dark vision potion or something? Like a way
I
to
can cast dark vision on myself.
Oh, that's incredibly useful. Can you cast it on 2 people?
Nope, only one person.
Oh,
I'm still on a wall.
I'm sorry. I got all sorts of stuff going on here. Let me see. Where are you? There you are.
all right. Yeah. So up to you then. If you want to go dark vision and scout ahead in the dark, that's perfectly cool.
Who said I should stealth?
Well, I forgot that you were human, so that was a Rirali.
Okay. Rirali forgot I was human.
No, the DM forgot you were human.
Oh, okay.
We all forget that from time to time.
All right. I think we should just
Maybe you
head
should
on in
hang
there.
back.
Yeah,
You can be our flanker.
I do have a ranged weapon now. That's pretty awesome. So I wouldn't mind being in the background.
Yeah, let's do that. Then maybe you can find opportunities to sneak around.
Yeah, I will take point if need be.
Okay.
This map looks huge.
It's not small.
All right.
All right.
Can I glean any useful information from the stonework?
From the stone?
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess it's not quite tracking, but does it look like this is areas passed through often?
So the stone is like a smooth, natural stone. There's really not a way to tell if, like, this part
It's
of the
not
cave.
work.
Yeah, this part of the cave has not been traveled. Doesn't, like, if you're looking at dust and things, roll a perception check.
Is this map not on a grid?
It's behind the curtains. It's very difficult to align it to a grid.
23.
So whatever faint grid you see on it, that's the grid. 23. Okay, so in this part of the cave, you can tell that there has not been a lot of traffic through here. I mean, there's it's not like you can make out any footprints or anything. It's seldom used. If you were to make a guess.
Alright, I will pass this information along to the party for what it's worth.
Okay.
It doesn't look like this place gets traveled very often. That might be a sign in our favor.
I have my bow out and readying an arrow.
I'm gonna keep going forward, I guess.
Let me say that you can make out some faint footprints. Like, it's so, like, the cave has been here. I mean, it's been like 500 years, and it's kind of been lost. So there has been a little bit of a buildup, but with the breeze that's coming through, disturbing some of the dust, you can make out faint footprints. So there has been some traffic through here, and you guess it to be recent. But it's not a heavily traveled thing. It's not like people are going in and out all the time.
So there was somebody through here recently, then I will definitely pass that along.
Yeah, recently, like in like weeks or months.
There's no real way to tell because of the wind, I imagine.
Right.
Okay, then I guess we're going to continue our march forward, guys.
Mhm.
Yeah. Get Rirali up in front and actually give her hit points back. It looks like she's short.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, so don't go into the cave yet, but you can go up to the entrance there. Let me get her squared away. So she's back to 43. She has all of her hit die. Yep, so she's good. Okay. All right. So as you get up to this area here, so the entrance to the tunnel leads into a large cavern. supported by a natural pillar of rock, and contains 3 stalagmites. In the western part of the cave, behind the column of rock, are 3 bedrolls and a heap of ordinary supplies: sacks of flour, bags of salt, casks of salted meat, lanterns, flasks of lamp oil, pickaxes, shovels, and other gear. Amid the supplies, you see the body of a dwarf miner, dead for at least a week. The northeastern section of the cavern has collapsed, forming a 10-foot wide, 20-foot deep pit, and a sturdy hemp rope is tied off around the nearby stalagmite and dangles down the side of the pit, at the bottom of which is a rough-hewn tunnel heading northwest and east. What would you like to do?
So where's all this at?
So, you can move yourselves up to the mouth of the cave. I'm assuming that's where you were going.
We need our light source to move.
Yep, sorry.
Yeah, I'll put that on Duradin.
Actually, you know what? Does somebody want to control Rirali?
I'll take her.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, I can cast light on any part of my equipment. I'm fine, but I can see, but I guess nobody around me can, because... Oh,
There we go.
So where is the body of the dwarf?
So you can move into the cave here to see that.
Am I supposed to? I don't have control over Raleigh right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not... Oh, for Christ's sakes. I grouped it. That's why it's not... Let me ungroup it. You'd think this would be easy. Controlled by... Oh, it's determined by the character settings. I don't think you can control it. But I can give you control of the light source. There you go.
Okay. I don't know how to grab the light source. Oh, there it is. I got it. Okay.
Alright, so Raleigh would have come up here. Alright, so Rirali comes up next to Duradin, and she just starts murmuring, "No, no, no." And she identifies that the dead dwarf is Thardin, Gundren's brother.
No.
That's 2 of the brothers gone.
I'm going to examine the body. How does it look like he died?
It looks like was just kind of just open from chest to midsection on the front. He's kind of laying face down. So as you kind of roll him over a little bit, you can see his guts are coming out. He was split open. Looks by a sword or something sharp.
Alright, I'm going to say a prayer for the dead over this poor fallen dwarf and ask that Moradin take his soul and forge him into something new and glorious. And then you said there were casks of lamp oil?
There are casks, yeah, just like general supplies.
After I search the body, does he have a note on him, a key on him? Does he have anything of value on him?
Yeah, so Thardin is wearing a pair of boots of striding and springing.
Man, it's distasteful to take a dead man's boots.
But it's striding and springing.
If someone else wants to take the boots off of him, I mean, I guess I can't raise too much of a stink about it, but I don't want to see it, and I'm gonna go gather up a few casks of this lamp oil.
I really bet Rirali would like striding and springing boots.
Rirali wants nothing to do
Oh.
with the dead person. Her dead friend. She doesn't want to defile the corpse.
Wow. Mikashi, do you like to spring?
Yeah, but not that much.
How stylish are they?
Spring in my step.
What's that? Erod, you don't like striding either?
How stylish are they?
Oh, that's a good question.
They are. So boots of striding and springing, just so you know, when you wear the boots, your walking speed becomes 30 feet. And if it's less than 30 feet, it becomes 30 feet. And your speed is not reduced if you're encumbered or wearing heavy armor. In addition, you can jump 3 times the normal distance, that you can't jump farther than your remaining movement would allow.
So it does almost nothing for all of us.
Well, it would help me, but Duradin is not going to take a dead dwarf's boots.
Alright.
There is a large pit that you need to get across.
There is a large pit that we need to get across. We can see it from here?
Yeah, there is a rope that's tied to a stalagmite that is kind of going down into the pit.
And so the pit's over this way?
Is it this thing over here?
This is the pit over here.
Let's go have a look-see. And it looks like there's something interesting on the other side of the pit.
It's a ledge.
Oh, well, why do we need boots then? We can just like climb the rope down if we want to go down.
Yeah,
Oh,
certainly do that.
how far down is it?
It is about 20 feet.
While they're doing all this, I'm going to prep this body for cremation.
Okay.
And once it's laid up and kind of wrapped up in one of the bedrolls or whatever, I'll pour the lamp oil on it and light it.
So, Rirali is... the DM wants to ask this question, but... So he's going to do it through Rirali. So Rirali is going to watch what you're doing and is going to suggest, or is going to ask you, innocently enough, why you would be prepping this one for cremation and would not be doing the same for Gundren.
Because there's no way to carry his body out of here without essentially ruining it. Gundren was mostly intact. This guy's literally going to spread half of himself across the thing carrying his body out.
And he's been dead for at least a week.
Right.
Yeah, it's all gross and icky.
She nods in understanding. Okay.
Alright, so the only exit that we saw is kind of going down into this hole? Or is there more over this way? I think let's...
So the only way that you can see down into the pit, or the easiest way, is through that rope. Otherwise, it's just a sheer drop.
Alrighty. Ahlen's gonna go ahead and climb down the rope.
All right.
Isn't the rope down here?
Is there an order you guys want to go down the rope? Do you want to go in your marching order, or do you want to...
Yeah, the marching order's fine.
Okay.
Keep it simple.
All right. So, I want everybody to roll a athletics check.
A what?
Athletics.
God damn it.
Hey. going down last, though, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm going down first, I imagine.
Yeah, and Rirali's gonna follow behind you. That is athletics. Alright, so... Oh, and I forgot Sildar. Oh, shoot. Totally forgot Sildar. Dang. Hey, guys.
Let's go.
He had to use a bush real quick.
Alright. Where is it? He's just gonna roll that. Okay, so everybody goes down the rope, and as you kind of get about halfway down, Ahlen, your grip kind of slips, and you take take 5 damage.
Do I fall?
No, you make it.
Can I catch him?
Make a... Yeah, make a strength check. Just a straight up strength check. Yeah, you catch him.
Like a baby.
I don't know if I would characterize it like that, but yeah, you managed to stop his fall and don't take any damage yourself in the process. So you don't take any damage.
Alright.
Well, nice of you to drop in.
Har.
Alright.
Someone set him back on his feet, I guess.
Alright, so you guys are at the bottom of the rope, and you're in the pit. What would you like to do? Which direction would you like to go in?
Is there any indications of anything? Like, I mean, is there any kind of background info we're getting here?
So the bottom, the pit, there's a tunnel that leads to the northwest, and there's a tunnel that leads east.
I say east first.
East it is.
Alright. So you head east, and go about... Stop there. So you begin to head east, and so as you enter into this area of the cave, many tunnels seem to intersect at this natural 30-foot high cavern. The walls are carved with simple reliefs showing dwarf and gnome miners hard at work. Below them, nearly 24 skeletons and rusted scraps of armor are scattered across the cavern floor. Some are dwarf skeletons, while others are orc remains. Half a dozen large brass lanterns stand in niches or on ledges around the cavern, but none are lit. Clinging to the ceiling... actually, you know what? Well, it's too late now. So, Duradin, you are in the front. So you can barely make out. Clinging to the ceiling, almost like bats. Roll a nature check.
Nature?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you can barely make out that there are these things clinging to the ceiling, and they look like bats, but you identify them as sturges.
Ah, crap. This place is infested with bloody sturges.
What's a sturge?
Or those blood-sucking things.
It's a giant mosquito.
Yeah. We fought a few before.
Is there, like, a lot of them?
You can roll a perception check. So you can make out. You can make out at least 8.
All right. So I of course pass this along.
I believe we should at least attempt stealthing from this area.
So you you start to hear some flapping and rustling, and you start to see the sturges kind of coming in your direction.
Yay.
And you kind of think that they were distracted by the light.
Already an arrow.
So as you as they kind of fly toward you, Duradin, you notice that there are 10.
Yeah.
I might have miscounted a bit.
So are they coming from this direction over here?
They are coming from that direction. Oh, hold on. I thought I finished this map. I apologize. So there are... I can't believe that. Alright, so where is...
20 sturges.
I apologize. Oops. So there are lanterns, as I described, that are on some of the walls. And
That are not lit.
no, they're lit. I just didn't put them out, so that should represent it fair enough, I guess. Okay. So everybody roll initiative. Let me get the initiative out. And we go there. Alright, so these guys are going to roll that. And Rirali. Oh, Rirali doesn't have any macros. Initiative. There we go.
Ahlen's going to advise everyone to hold their position.
I wouldn't waste a shatter on these though.
It's so much fun.
Alright. Mikashi, you are up.
Yeah, I don't know what else to do besides to loose an arrow. Critical.
That hits. Which one are you aiming at?
The first one.
Okay. Alright. So you fire that arrow and it just goes entirely right through it. And it is so small that it appears to like split it in half. And it is completely obliterated.
Nice shot.
I was practicing before we got here. I'll draw another arrow and hold my position.
Okay. Who's up next? Erod, you are up.
Alright, so I'm gonna scoot up a tad and shoot Ray of Frost at this one right here.
Okay. And that hits. So it does manage to do some damage. It looks as though the ray just kind of, because of the distance, I guess just barely misses. It does seem to clip its wing, so it kind of spirals around but regains its balance. It is still up.
All right, hold my position.
All right, Ahlen.
1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, shatter right there. I don't put shit. Do
okay.
I even have to roll?
Let me check something here.
Bug guts everywhere.
Okay. Where are you centering it? Okay, so the cavern itself is 30 foot high, and they're probably about 25 feet above the ground.
Okay. Is that a problem? Are they at varying altitudes, or are they all about 25?
I'm not sure. Is that something that you can center in the air, or do you need to center it on an object?
You can center it anywhere, I think. I mean, if you want, I'll just center it on like the middlemost bug.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'll work. Okay. I'm assuming
All right.
you can do it in midair, so...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can.
Alright,
Well, that wasn't a very good roll.
They need to make a DC 14.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so... And you're centering it... So it's gonna hit... Which ones?
I think it should hit all of them. It's like 20-foot radius.
Each creature in a 10-foot radius. So,
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
20-foot sphere, yeah.
Yeah, that should hit them all. Yeah, okay. And if they don't make the save, then they get half damage?
Yeah, looks like they'll take 3.
Okay. So, with that spell, they all just kind of drop to the ground. They get scattered from the force of the blast. How do you want to describe that?
Yeah, there's just a large boom, and then you see little wings and legs slowly drifting down from the ceiling.
All right. So they are all gone.
They really only have 3 hit points, or less.
Well, they're little natty looking things.
All right.
And Rirali kind of comes up behind you and just pats you on the back. Good job.
Impressive as always.
I do a fancy bow with a flourish.
And she just kind of remarks, hopefully you didn't waste that.
Yeah, I did, but it was fun.
Alright. Okay. Let me get all these guys taken care of. Alright, they are. Let me move them all to... Oops. Oh. Dang it. There we go. Alright, so... Crap. So you can't see them now, can you?
Nope, can't see him now.
There we go. That's better. Okay, so they're all dead. So As you kind of explore the outside, the edges of the room, you notice that the feel and the vibe that you get from the pictures that are on the wall, they look as though they're like a welcoming thing to welcome people into the cave.
Oh, nice.
So every couple of minutes, you're starting to hear like a loud, almost like a boom that just echoes through the caves, through the tunnels. Don't go too far. So you're starting to hear these echoes coming through, and you, let's see, think. So Duradin and Mikashi, you kind of get the feeling that the booms are coming kind of from the same direction as the breeze, the wind that's coming through the tunnels.
A boom?
Yeah.
The sound we keep hearing.
Guess that's how this place got its name.
They're coming about 2 minutes apart.
Is it regular?
Yeah, they're about regularly 2 minutes apart. I mean, not like clockwork, but generally.
From which direction?
From the northeast. So from where you're at right now, you can kind of hear them coming from the north.
Does it sound reminiscent of the boom that Ahlen just made?
I wonder if that's our wave echo.
I don't think it's not the same kind of boom. It's more of a, I mean, the shatter. I guess how would you describe the shatter spell, Ahlen?
It's much like a sonic boom. Imagine like I don't know, like a stick of dynamite going off.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but a little more earthy, and it's not like an explosion, but it is kind of a boom.
Sound travels.
And you can hear it best probably coming from the eastern part of the cave, of where you're at. So where would you like to go? You do see entrances to the north, the east, the south, and the west. In the middle of this area.
Well, we've got a few different passages here. Do you want to split up and check them out and see what's going on?
That seems like a terrible idea. But let's do it.
I will peek down into the south since that's where I'm at.
Okay.
I will head east.
Alright, so you're splitting up?
I'm following the dwarf.
Just a little bit to scout.
I'm going to spend 2 key points to cast Dark Vision on myself.
Alright, I'm assuming Rirali would protest the splitting.
Yeah, I actually, well, I don't want to make it harder for the DM.
No, that's not the DM. That's Rirali.
Oh, no, but, well, yeah. I'm just saying, in general, it might be harder to roleplay 2 separate stories if we split up.
Well, I'm not saying we go charging off down the tunnel, swords blaze. I'm just saying, we can get an idea of what's around us.
Sure.
Just don't stray too far from the middle here.
Okay. So, we'll start with Duradin. So as you go further down to the south, you do come across doors on the east and on the west. Further to the south, it's like the cave, the passage just stopped. They just stopped digging it out. It's just a bunch of rubble at the edge. Doesn't look like it was a cave-in or anything. It just looks like that's where they stopped digging.
Okay, so it's not the cave-in. It's
No.
not a cave-in. It's just unfinished tunnel.
Right. There are
The
doors
doors
to the east
over
and west.
here, are they? I guess they're closed and locked.
They are. They are. Let me confirm. Because that's not. So, the door. So, as you go down there, you notice that the doors are on the east and the west side of the passage. Both of the doors are about 6 feet tall and about 4 feet wide, and they appear to be made of thick-cut slabs of stone fitted with iron handles and hinges. The doors are low and wide, and you notice and get the feeling that they are perfect for dwarves of your size. There is...
Considering I probably grew up with these doors.
Yes. Yeah, you
well,
would have. Yeah, you would have. You're very familiar with these kind of doors.
I'm gonna call back up there and explain what I found.
They do not appear. Well, roll a investigation check if you're checking to see whether they're locked or not.
So can I just, try to open it?
Sure. Which one?
Does it appear to be locked? I
You-
rolled an 18.
So you turn the handle, and it appears to turn with no resistance.
I'm gonna look back to Ahlen. You think we should peek inside?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna push the door open then.
Which door? The one to the right? Alright. Alright, so before you open that door, Mikashi, you were up in the east part of the tunnel?
It looks like
I
it came
changed my
back.
mind.
Oh. Alright.
Fuck that, it's scary up there.
Okay, so you open that door. So, let's see. Why is it not? Oh, it's probably not zoomed in enough. There we go. Alright, so you open that door, and as you walk in, the chamber appears to have once been an office or a storeroom of some kind, and a large stone counter bisects the room, set with 3 dusty balance scales made of iron. Cubby holes carved into the north wall are stuffed with dusty paper scraps, and several long dead corpses, gnomes and orcs by their look, are sprawled across the floor. You gather that this was an assayer's office.
I'm going to step inside and just get a good look around. Bloody hell, it's a mess in here.
So as you're kind of investigating the room, behind the counter you find a locked iron strongbox. And that's about all you can see in the room.
I'm gonna check, is this a body?
Yeah. Or part of
I'm
it.
gonna, this is long dead, right? So we're talking just bones at this point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check around and see if I can find a key of some sort in the end of remains.
So you search around. You don't find a key. You're kind of looking in some of the cubby holes, and the paper that you find in the cubby holes appears to be so old that it disintegrates when you touch it. You do see faint markings on a few of the scraps of paper, recording weigh-ins and disbursements. So that kind of confirms that this is an assayer's office. This is where they would have weighed and assessed the ore samples and paid the miners for their labor.
I'm going to check to the closest body to see if I find a key for this box.
All right.
The nearest gnome, anyways. I'm assuming the orcs didn't find it, otherwise wouldn't be here.
Yeah, you do not find a key.
The box, rusted metal. Or wood or stone or what?
It's iron. It appears. I mean, it's got some rust on it just from age, but it just appears to be locked. You kind of jostle with it just to kind of see if it'll open, and there is some give to it, but it's obviously locked.
Can I pry it open?
Mikashi, do you have thieves' tools?
Do you want to pry it, or do you want to use the thieves' tools?
Yeah, is Mikashi... Do I know Mikashi's following us?
I don't know. Does he?
I've stepped outside.
Hey, Ahlen, is Mikashi out there still?
Sure, looks like it.
Why don't you bring him in here? I found something that might be right up his alley.
Alright, I will... Hey, buddy. There's a box in there. Can you pick the lock?
A box, you say?
I'm gonna motion toward the box and let Mikashi do his thing.
I take my thieves' tools out and chickity chick.
I don't know if this is a thing, but I am proficient in thieves' tools as well. I don't know if I can assist. Not that it matters, it looks like in this case.
Okay, yeah, so I don't think you would be able to assist on something like that. You can roll your own. So, Mikashi, you try and pick the lock on it, and you can hear some clicks. You think you have it, but just as you try and do the last little pin, it doesn't give, and you're unable to unlock it.
Oh, dag nabbit. Might I try? Though I don't know if I'll fare much better. Wait, you only have a two bonus on that proficiency? Shouldn't you add your dex to that?
Yeah, I should. And dex, doesn't dex go to that?
It should if you're proficient.
Yeah, I had no idea what the bonus would have been. I didn't see that.
Your proficiency and your dex bonus, so.
So 2 plus dex.
It would have been just.
So you've got it in there as a strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make it select the dexterity. All right.
Plus
So what is your dexterity bonus?
5.
Okay, so that changes things a bit. All right, so you are able to unlock the strong box.
Yay.
There you go, friend.
I'm gonna push it open and see what's inside.
All right. So you open the chest, and this is the pay chest, and it contains 600 copper, 180 silver, 90 electrum, and 60 gold.
All right, who's the party treasurer?
So outside the room, you can hear Rirali say, "That's probably me," but she doesn't seem happy about it.
How heavy is the lockbox?
It's made of iron, so
Pretty heavy then. I guess we just scoop the coins into a pouch or whatever and pass it off to Rirali.
Rirali comes into the room, and so she'll take care of that. So that is 600 copper, 180 silver.
There was nothing else of interest in the desks or whatever.
No, just kind of paperwork, and most of the paperwork that you kind of shuffle through just disintegrates. Okay, so I am going to assume for now that Rirali is the treasurer. So I've marked it down. I think you guys will probably have to discuss with her whether in character or out of character, whether or not she wants to fill that role or not. All right, so she has all of the contents from the lockbox. What would you like to do?
Let's see what's behind door number 2.
All right, so Okay, so lighting. All right, so that door also is unlocked. I'm assuming you're opening it.
Yep.
All right. So you open the door, and splintered stone benches and heaps of rubble from a partially collapsed ceiling fill the room. Amid ruined stone bunks and toppled weapon racks are the bones of several dwarves and orcs. So
Anything salvageable from the weapon racks?
So as you enter the room,
I'm readying an action to
as you
shoot an
enter the
arrow.
room,
Oh
goblins
lordy!
begin to rise from the bone piles.
What?
That's a
No.
good one.
All right, so everybody roll initiative.
Oh, this will be fun.
They didn't hear me.
So as you're entering in, the bones begin to stir and knit together, forming 9 skeletons, and you will get to initiative. There we go. Initiative. All right. And I guess I need to do these guys too. Ungroup them. There we go. All right. Ahlen. Wow, nice
So-
roll. You are up.
What am I looking at? Just these are like a bunch of just skeletons, or are they zombie-looking things?
They are skeletons.
Skeletons. Okay.
They kind of did a transformer thing with the bones that were in the ground.
Oh,
Just kinda
that's
formed
awesome.
Up into skeletons.
Alan, it's going to take a moment to clap for the nice performance, and then he's going to shatter right there.
Right where? Right
Waste
there.
all
Okay.
of my spells early. Ooh, there's a good
Well
roll.
done.
All right. Wow. So that's 19 each, right?
Yep,
All right.
if they fail.
And if they don't fail, then that would be 9.
8. 9. Yeah. I'm so bad at math. Jeez.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're centering it right here.
Yeah.
So that's everything except for this guy.
Sure.
Okay. So I need to roll 8. That is dexterity, constitution, right?
Yes, con DC 14.
20 plus 2. D20 plus 2. Alright, so 1 makes it. Second one does not. Does not. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so starting with this guy here. So he makes the save. And he goes down 9. This guy here fails. And he just shatters apart. This guy here fails. Shatters apart. This guy fails. This guy fails. That's a nice spell.
Wait till he gets fireball.
This guy fails. And this guy fails. This guy takes 9. Wow. Did a lot of damage. Alright.
Alright, Ahlen cackles maniacally, and then 1, 2, gonna get out of dodge. That's the end of my turn.
You just kind of wipe your hands clean, deal with it. All right, Erod, you're up.
My work here is done.
Alright, so going to aim for that guy closest to me.
Okay,
This one.
that hits. All right, how do you want to describe that?
He gets a ray of frost, just freezes him in his place, and he falls over and shatters into all of his pieces.
Very nice. All right, any movement?
Now stay where I'm at.
I like the way you move.
All right, Mikashi, you're up. You can hear commotion from inside the room. You can, from
I
your
can see
vantage
what's going
point,
on.
you saw what Ahlen did.
You hear a great deal of dwarvish cursing.
I let loose another arrow to hit. Nothing, apparently.
Whip.
That misses. Yep.
And I will draw another arrow and hold my position.
Okay. All right. The skeleton is up, and it is going to shamble. 5, 10, 15, 20, and it's going to attack Duradin. And completely misses. So it's not feeling quite itself from the damage that Ahlen dealt, and the joints just don't seem to work properly, and he completely misses Duradin. This skeleton back here is going to fire a short bow at Duradin and misses. Alright, that is their turn. Duradin, you're up.
Duradin is going to unlimber his greatsword and just guillotine smash it, or try to anyways, into the skeleton.
Okay. And that barely hits. Alright, how do you want to describe that?
Just brings it up off his shoulder and brings it down in just this heavy chop, and just sends bits of bone and whatever flying everywhere.
Nice.
It's just like chopping wood. I love this bloody thing.
You do feel a little remorse because you notice that some of these skeletons are made up of dwarven bones.
They're undead. They're beyond redemption at that point.
Alright. Okay, Sildar is up. He's going to hear the commotion. And he's going to come in the room. And he's going to...
Sildar is going to miss with his crossbow.
He is going to miss with his crossbow.
Has he ever hit with that thing?
I don't
believe
he's hit what?
And actually, thank you for reminding me, because I don't think he's actually... Oh, that's right. I don't need to track that for him. Okay, cool. Alright, so... He just kind of grumbles and something about old age and not being what he used to be. Rirali is up. So Rirali... Oh, man. I'm so not used to playing without macros. She has... She has a... She has a light crossbow. So she is going to... you know what? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25... Yeah, she's only got 30 movement. Yeah, she's going to come in and she's going to fire her crossbow. don't think she has any... bonuses or anything. 14 does hit, though. For 5. Alright, so that manages to kind of clip the skeleton. And that is her movement. Ahlen.
Peek back in. It's just the one guy over there?
Just the one guy, yep.
Alright, then I will cast Force Bolt in hopes of killing him.
So you cast the Force Bolt and it just kind of... it goes like... It misses him by like a foot, and even the skeleton just kind of glances at you like, what?
Well, that was super embarrassing. Alright, that's my turn.
Alright. Erod.
So we'll move over here and say everybody freeze in his best Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation.
Ahlen freezes.
And shoots it at that guy.
Alright. And that misses. He does not freeze.
Boo. And then I just stay.
He is not a fan of the mannequin challenge. Alright.
Show us how it's done, Mikashi.
Round 2. One more arrow coming at the guy in the back. Whip.
That hits. Barely.
Sweet.
Alright, how do you want to describe that?
The arrow goes straight into its skull with the momentum, taking it off the head and pinning it into the wall behind. And then the body slumps to the floor.
Alright.
Nice shot.
Getting better with this thing. I take out another arrow and hold my position.
Alright, and that takes care of everything in the room. You're no longer in combat.
I don't want to know what sort of dark magic unleashed here could raise such foul beasts. But I'm telling you, it's a mark that this place is cursed.
Ahlen's gonna search the room.
Okay. Roll a perception check. Alright, so you do find the pile of bones and just kind of splinters of wood. You gather that this was once a guard room, and it was the guard room was once protected, it appears, by the nearby entrance to the mine. But it appears that it was overrun by the orcs that attacked when the mine was overrun. So you do see a skeleton. Obviously, there's bones of dwarves and orcs, but you also see kind of splinters of wood, just pieces of armor, nothing really useful.
Are any of the weapons look like they're free of rust or anything?
No, they're useless.
Did some of the skeletons have those cool-looking metal caps on top of their heads that I'm seeing in the picture of the icon?
No.
No?
No, they did not.
Did they have anything on their heads?
Some of them had pieces and remnants of armor, but like just pieces and scraps.
Nothing I could put fashionably on my own head?
No.
Okay. Alright. Shall we?
Let's leave these bones to rot in peace.
Alright. So as you head back out of the room and into the hallway, heading back up to the crossroads, I think we'll take our break there.